Only imagine. All right. What up? What up? What up, y'all? I am your host, Young Smooth, and once again, it is Friday night. I might be changing this time eventually. I don't know. However, I am back with another one. Sorry about last week. Some things kind of got mishandled on my end, so we definitely gonna make sure that things get back working as they should be. But as you can see to my immediate that side, to my side is my guy, Bryan Lyrics. Say what's up to the people, Bryan.
What's going on, people? What's Bryan with the lyrics? Mister, they don't get it. I'm
Oh
here.
my. Let me tell you. I randomly, I guess it had to be when we first started probably doing guests. I want to say like 2018. That was the first time that you were ever on the podcast with the Kickstand podcast.
Was it that long?
And yeah, let me tell you something. See, what people are failing to realize, we have missed a whole year. People
Okay,
do
true.
not understand. So it feels like everything that happened in 2019 just stopped. And there's no 2020. There's just a gap. And
It's
then all of a sudden, hey,
2019, a little bit of
yeah,
2021.
that's it. That's it. There is, because this is zero behind the year. There's no year. It's just
Wow. You know
yeah.
what? I officially didn't take that new age. Like I'm staying, I'm a year younger just because we ain't have 2020.
I've been 36 for God knows how long. It's fine. It's fine. Um, but what I'm gonna say, Bryan, like I asked every single person, since we are talking about the pandemic, how has the pandemic affected you? How are you doing in it, and what have you learned?
I mean, I think the only thing it really affected was making music. Like, I mean, me, family, and stuff like that. I'm chilling with my family, so that's cool.
Right.
We don't get to go as much places and stuff like that, but it's whatever. As for the
Right.
music, like I said, it definitely put a hold on the music. Like when it comes to doing shows and stuff, but you definitely pay attention. Like I definitely just always doing a lot of shows and stuff and radio stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, it
Mm-hmm.
did put a big halt on that, which actually messed me up on like recording and stuff like that too. Kind of slowed me down
Mm-hmm.
on that. So, like it kind of messed that up. But
Right.
what have I learned? Ugh, I don't really know what I learned, man. I just learned that the world is crazy. And the world is crazy, and we don't know how much crazy it can get. To be honest with you,
Okay.
because like I said, I've been kind of living the same way I have prior to that. I mean, not like going out all the time, but still I communicate with
Mm-hmm.
my people. I still talk to everybody. So I mean, like, love your loved ones. I mean, that's I guess that's the best thing I learned. Love your loved ones, because the world they can take them away from you, whether they're still here or not here. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Exactly. I think what I have learned is that people are stupid.
Facts.
I'm gonna stick into that realm that people are stupid.
I think you
I'm just
already knew
I
that. Yeah,
I
I think
did,
you
but I
knew
didn't
that.
know to this extent. I didn't know to this extent. Like I felt like I
Understood.
knew, but you know what I'm saying? It's like whose catchphrase was it where it used to be like, you think you know, but you have no idea? Yeah, I didn't have no idea. I ain't know.
You just
I ain't know people stupid. I didn't know. I'm
not
just
this level
like,
of stupidity.
yo, first of all, I already knew people couldn't drive. That was very aware of. Very, very much so. But I know you were stupid and can't drive. Like you got
Look,
to pick your battle.
I missed the beginning of the pandemic because I worked the whole pandemic for real, and I missed when most people wasn't on the road. That was good
I'm
times.
trying to fix my face because I'm so mad. Yes, I enjoyed when nobody was on the road. I
Right.
enjoyed when one day my car insurance went down to $33. I said, wait a minute. Because y'all supposed to be in the house. Oh, Bryan, because you saved, I'm going to choose my words very
Did you say
carefully,
because I'm
okay?
saved?
Because because there's so many today. There are so many.
Well,
Okay.
I appreciate you appreciating the Jesus.
Okay, I love Jesus. Okay, and he know me. But there are
You know,
15-letter words that I want to use, and I cannot. I can't
all
do
right.
it.
Uh,
I'm
Like,
not
all
gonna
right,
do it.
yeah.
I'm not gonna do it. They may slip in this interview, but you just never know.
Look, if it slips, I don't hate it. We cool. We just go keep on rolling.
I apologize in advance. It's just me and Jesus. So you have a lot going on. Your bio is lengthy, and that's the way I like it. But what motivates you to continue to do music in the midst of all of this?
So much to talk about. It's always something to talk about, man. First of all, I love music. I love doing music. I love creating. I love giving people something to relate to. That's why, me personally, me being the type of person I am, I do love Jesus, and I ain't no gangster, and there's so many different walks of life. So I like to be able to give them something that's relatable to them. You know what I mean? So I guess it's just that, like, literally, it's always something to talk about. So it's like that's my motivation.
Mm-hmm. And describe your style as an MC. Like, I know we joked about the Jesus situation. I get that. However, you did because God know me. Okay, He know me.
You know you.
But describe what your style as an MC, or who you either one model yourself after, or if not modeling yourself after, who you may take bits and pieces from, but still become the MC that you are today.
I mean, I said a long time ago, I'm not original. I got the soul of every rapper in me. This is prior to the rap game the way it is now. So that was back when I was, coming up and listening to music in like the 90s, early 2000s. So
when lyrics meant something. Oh, sorry.
When lyrics meant something. When lyrics meant something, like I grew up on Nas's and Commons and Method Man's and Joe Buttons. So I mean, like, those are the type of artists. Not any particular artist.
Okay, I'm gonna stop you. For a second. I'm gonna stop you because you threw me when you said Joe Button. Okay,
as a rapper, not a podcast. Let
me tell you something. Negative, sir. Negative. Okay, let me explain something so I could drag Joe's ass. See, I had to use that.
Oh crap!
Drag Joe's ass. Oh, first of all, you name a song other than "Pump It Up" that you know verbatim from a Joe Button song.
It's a song called 10 Minutes.
Get it out of here. I'm done with it. Whatever. I don't like Joe for a number of reasons. You know what? No, let me phrase it. I don't know Joe. I don't know Joe not to like him. I'm just not really a fan. I'm not a fan, and that's where that's where I'm gonna live.
I'm not mad at anybody who doesn't like Joe Button.
I don't dislike him. I don't know him. I just don't. I think he's an asshole.
You know him. If you pay attention to the media, you know him. And I understand why you don't like him. But I'm one of the type of people, like, I kind of stay away from the media and what's them TV shows, the real TV shows and stuff like that.
Oh, the reality I
don't want to know.
I can't watch it no more.
I don't want to really get to know the artist firsthand. I just want to hear your music, keep on moving. Because if I get to know some of these artists firsthand, I'm like, what kind of person are you? I don't even want to listen to you.
Because you had me at Nas. I was there. And then somewhere in between that, you said Joe Button. And I said,
is that the only one that went wrong?
Yes. Literally, it literally is. Something about it irks my soul. God knows why. Speaking of MCs, question. How did you feel about Nas winning his Grammy?
It was
finally, I should say, finally.
That word right there is the word that says my answer. It was like a gift and a curse to me. It was like a gift and a curse. Why did it take over? Was it 25 years since he came out? 25 years of classic albums. This isn't even his best album. Not even his best piece of work. But
Touche.
You think it is?
Touche. Okay. So let me break this down. Okay. King's Disease is a magnificent body of work.
Agreed.
However, it is not the best from some of the previous. However, because there's more. there was a portion of time. I want to say, let's see, after Nostradamus, there was a portion of time where
is it Nose up? Is it all Nose up there?
Yeah,
I want one of those.
There's all of. Well, no, these are actually all my CDs. So they were all my CD covers from all of the
Oh, those
old
are physical
CDs.
CDs. Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
those are the official CDs. But yeah, so he had
It
a
was a thing.
real thing kind of going on, and then for quite a while Nas didn't have a groove, and then he had the Kanye situation with Nasir, and I literally tried to listen to it, and it almost ripped my ears off. So
Nah.
when we get here,
Oh,
see,
no,
look at that.
see, that's the all Kanye West album. Okay.
See, I'm saying the blind leading the blind. We can't even do this. So it's blind leading the blind. So when we
Okay.
get to this album, what I think I love about it is that Hit Boy found Nas's pocket. And this is what
Okay.
makes it so great. And now that you have to say Academy wise and they're within the year or whatever, I think it's definitely time. Do I think that it is not a payola, but I want to say payola. That's not the thought process I'm using, but is it um like the payback for all the previous years that he didn't win them? Yes,
It,
absolutely. I do believe
that's
that.
where I was gonna. That's where I was gonna end up. That's where I was gonna.
Mm-hmm.
I think like again, I don't think it's the best album. I can name a few albums that I think he, should have had that, that Grammy for a long time ago. And
Right.
definitely his first, second, and third album, I would say off top. I don't even have to get into some of
Yes,
the
yes,
deeper
yes.
albums. I don't have to get
Mm-hmm.
into some of the later albums for that. My
Yeah.
personal, like, I don't want to say first album. My favorite Nas album would be
The one
I
with him
Am.
and Damian Marley. Oh,
No, it's
yeah.
actually I Am.
I,
I Am is my favorite.
mm-hmm.
And then the second
Mm-hmm.
one will probably be Life is Good, because I felt like he gave
Yeah.
his guts on Life is Good. That's when he was talking about
He
police
definitely
talk
did.
album,
He
right?
definitely
And
did. He
I
definitely
would
did.
think those two albums before this one, even though I
Yeah.
agree this album is a dope album,
Yeah.
but yeah, I think this was like a what's the award, the Lifetime Achievement Award. That's what this
That,
feels
that
like.
that is what it
That's
felt
what it
like. It
feels like. It
definitely.
don't feel like a Grammy for best album. It feels like his Lifetime Achievement Award that he should have won a long time ago.
It does. It definitely does. So speaking of MCs, as we have lost so many recently, how were you affected, especially by DMX?
Man, DMX definitely was one of my favorites. One of my
Mm-hmm.
favorite MCs, man. I wanted to put a post that I had all the CDs, like the physical hard copy CDs, but I
Yeah.
didn't know where I put them at the time, so so I couldn't do that.
You know
Like,
what? I don't remember how many are down here. That's interesting because I know I put up also on that same board. You can't see that far, but I definitely have put up. It's dark and hell is hot and flesh of my flesh, blood of my blood, and I think that Grand Champion may also be up there as well. But
right.
yeah, no, they're
So
quite a few,
I
quite a few.
feel like with most people, these people forget to give them their flowers until they did, and now want they want to act like they know who DMX is. So it bothered me for that factor, because
I
DMX.
thought it
So
was just me. I thought it was just me. I thought it was
well,
just me.
DMX is the only I don't know if this for fact, but I believe it, that he's the only person to debut an album and drop his second album and go multi-platinum in the same
In
year.
within
Was
six
it
months of
6
each
months?
other. Within 6 months of each other. Yes,
And then
sir.
he turned around and went multi-platinum up until like his sixth album, and then that's when he kind of faded out.
I wanna say all the way from he had a 10-year run, all the way from like about 98 to 2008.
It was at least, I think the last album sold like a lot of units, at the time, was the
Mhm.
5-time Grand Champ.
Right,
And
right.
that's not, it was called Grand Champ. That's what it was called. Now the one
Mm-hmm.
after that, I think he dropped it a little later after he kind of lost the name a little bit. But in general, I mean, to answer the question, because I know I kind of went off with that. Like, yeah,
No,
DMX
no.
was definitely one of my favorites. Definitely somebody I was buying albums, even when he wasn't popping, I was still buying his albums
Yeah.
because he was so unique. He was one of those type of artists that was never duplicated
Mm-hmm.
and never will be. So I
No,
mean, yeah, that one touched
absolutely.
my heart for real, because I've been listening to him since day one. I remember when I first heard one of his songs in my cousin's bedroom. I
Mm-hmm.
remember my who was it? My homeboy had let me hold the CD, and it was
Mm-hmm.
it was the edited version. I don't think I knew it was. That was back in the day when they had real edited version. They had to actually change the words rather than just like drop a word off. But then
Oh
when I
no,
heard
they
the
would
word
change the
version,
word or put the sound effect on there.
right.
Mhm.
But then I heard the real version, like, whoa, what did he just say?
Yeah. First of
So
all,
yeah,
and it's one of those things where you have to it leveled with the level of duality because X was like was a sinner and a saint all at the same time, of course. But I knew there were some days I was like, "Oh, this is a little too much." like he had a song with Marilyn Manson. And again,
Right.
we all love that, but and then the Omen, and then it was like the Damon thing, and then sometimes you was talking about like raping people. I was like, whoa!
Yeah.
So it's a level. It is a level. Like if DMX came out now, he would be canceled. He would be canceled. But
Right.
it's a whole nother level. It is a
He
whole
definitely
nother
would have been
level.
canceled. He did say some off the wall bars on there. He did.
Right. Which also always bothers me because I was recently watching something with about Logic, who is from Maryland, and
Yes.
he is dope. I want y'all to realize Logic is black. His daddy is black. He black. I'm saying it for the record. However, I don't understand how we and again, this is no shade to either one of MCs I'm about to say, but we show love to Eminem, we show love to DMX, who gave you these type of lyrics, but you won't show favor to somebody that also has a whole bunch of lyrics in his catalog too.
Just Logic having a bunch of lyrics in this category.
Logic is nasty. Y'all people sleeping on Logic.
It's funny, it's funny that I just had a conversation with a producer at work today. Like he's a producer, but I was talking to him at work, and we happened to talk about Logic, and I agree. Logic. All right, I halfway agree. Logic is dope. Logic is dope, but Logic has one basis of conversation, and he won't really deviate from that. Like he kind of stays in his lane, and his lane is not as cool. So I need him to, because he definitely got bars. He definitely can rap, but he won't get off the interracial conversation too much.
well, here's the reason why. Because you get to a level. But here's the reason why, and this is my opinion on it. But when we get to a point where this is what we say as black folk. I hate to say this. This is going to sound controversial, but it is what it is. This is what we say as black folk. If your daddy black, you black. His daddy black. Oh, he is white passing. He not black. That's not true. The boy black. So he's always going to have that mental demon. Like, for instance, DMX in the same standpoint. Always had a mental demon that he was fighting in he has a whole chapter literally dedicated to the demons that he fights. Yes, it may have been different situations, but it's always kind of really pretty much been the same narrative. It never changed. You know what I'm saying? Like Eminem for a long time was killing his mama, raping his girl, and trying to save his baby. All of those things are the same thing. So I say that to say, what doesn't make him a dope MC? What doesn't make him a
I'm not saying it doesn't make
quote unquote cool anymore.
Well, I'm not saying he's not a dope MC. I'm saying he's somebody that we can get tired of. And I think that's, and you mentioned Eminem, and I think that's part of the problem he's had. If you listen to his recent music, he's like, well, he complains because if you get the old Eminem, they complain about it. If you give new Eminem, they complain about it. If I talk about content, you complain about it. If you talk about if I don't talk about content, just start dissing everybody, you complain about it. So I think this is where Logic is. He's put out so much music, not as much as Eminem like that, but he has put out a lot of music, and it's the world. It's hit or miss. Like you put out what you want.
Bryan, cover your ears, okay? Because I got to say it. Okay, thank you. You niggas ain't never satisfied. You niggas don't. You niggas always want shit. You want it to be right, but then when somebody give it to you, you don't never want it to be. You don't never want shit.
And I agree with that. I agree with that 100%. Oh, my bad.
You don't agree with nothing because you didn't hear it. It's fine. All right. So, my guy lyrics on your downtime. What are you watching? What is your show?
Okay, I don't watch a whole lot of TV, but when I do,
even if it's YouTube,
I watch a bunch of tennis shoes on shows on YouTube. I watch Homer Simpson and Hess kicks on me. But as TV shows, I think my current obsession that I got hooked on is Black Lightning. I literally started watching before the season started, and binge watched for however long it took to get where we are now. That's kind of my obsession right now, because I'm into comic books. I mean, not comic book stuff, but like comic book movies and stuff.
Okay, so we must talk then, because there are things that, first of all, there are a couple of things you threw me with the Black Lightning thing, bro.
My
Like
bad. Like,
that is. It was good. I kind of got into it, but then I kind of fell off of it. I'm very much so into WandaVision. I do not like. Yeah, let me tell you something. WandaVision is everything. I'm not gonna go into it because I've done it on way too many episodes, but I love it.
okay.
I don't like Falcon and the Winter Soldier because I'm just like,
Ooh,
what's the
you
point?
kind of sound like me with that. You kind of sound like me because
What's the
like
point?
literally, I just did I did my little ranking on somebody's post because they said Falcon and Winter Soldier was better than WandaVision, and I was like episode 1, 2, through 3, WandaVision 0, well 0 through 2,
What?
and all the rest of the episodes 5 and up. Like after they got rid of the old TV shows and stuff, and they started
Right.
getting into the content, it was like, whoa, this is so hard. Especially
But
when that moment when
here's
they
the
showed
thing.
her, when they showed
Yeah,
that
but here's
moment
the thing
with
though. That TV show situation. Hold on, wait. That TV show situation. It was pivotal. It made sense, and then there were so many
it did.
wonderful Easter eggs in it. Go ahead. I'm sorry. My bad. Go ahead.
It definitely did make sense. It definitely did. It definitely had a bunch of Easter eggs in it. It was like, but like the defining moment when I was like, this show is dope, is when they showed her in the house watching DVDs before her parents got killed, and it was like,
Oh, and the bump went
oh, it
off.
all makes sense now. Now everything
Mm-hmm.
became, a great show at that point. I
Right.
still don't want to sit
Right.
watch them first 3 episodes, but I understand it. Now, Winter, Falcon and Winter Soldier, that was just okay all the way through. It was just okay.
Yeah.
It didn't have any high points for me. It was just okay. Am
Yeah.
I looking forward to the next Captain America movie?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, but I don't like the idea of him being Captain America. I want regular Captain America. Even though I know even in the comic books, I'm not a comic book person, but I know in the comic books he became Captain America. I know that.
Let me tell you something. That shit is horrible. Like,
He said it was horrible.
it's horrible. I just don't like it. I just don't. Just don't. You just
Did you get
it's
all the way through
already.
it though?
I did not, and that is the problem.
That
And
is
that is the problem. I'm over all of the things.
so I'm assuming this means you're ready for Loki.
I am actually. I'm ready for Loki, and I'm ready for Doctor Strange. That is what I'm ready for.
I'm really upset with 2020 pushing everything back though, because I feel like they're not putting them out in the order that they should have. Like
exactly.
we were supposed to get what's that movie? Black Widow. We were supposed to get that a long time. That was actually supposed to
be yeah, this was be like 2020. Like
right. It was actually supposed to be the first thing that came out, and then we done had 2 things. Probably gonna have 3 before it drops in, I think, July. Yeah, definitely July.
Yeah, and I don't even care about that either. So
man,
I'm hanging up. Here's the thing. Don't hang up. Here's the thing. My reasoning for that is this. There are certain characters, okay, because I'm an X-Men guy, and there are certain characters that you fall in love with because that was my scene. So the reason that I was able to give WandaVision such a chance is because of the fact I know that the Scarlet Witch is Magneto's daughter. You feel what I'm saying to you? So that story intrigued me in that way. Some of the rest of the Avengers, I don't care. I don't care. However, there is one that I do care about, and I need to get your opinion on this, which is Black Panther. How do you feel that we can move forward in Black Panther?
I feel like you've been following me, listening to my conversations. Okay, so I had this conversation with my wife yesterday.
Perhaps.
All right, so we were talking about the Black Panther, and the question was, do we really want a different Black Panther? Like, do they want to replace? Do we want them to replace Chadwick Boseman? I said his name wrong, and I'm like, I do. I do want him to replace him. Although, I mean, like, he did a great job with the role. It's going to be weird watching somebody else play the role, but I really want the real story of Black Panther. I'm sorry he passed away. It's upsetting, whatever. But I mean, as you know, a movie watcher, I still want the whole story. I don't think we should have Shuri, his sister, play Black Panther yet. Young Smooth, you want
follow me? Okay, so let me tell you something. Okay, I agree. I 100% agree. I don't want to sound I'm always combative because it happens from time to time. I completely agree with you on that factor. However, Well, not even Howard. Because think about it like this: how many Batmans we done got?
4,000,009.
And let me just say this: Michael Keaton played two of them. He completely changed it, and it's not to say ain't no love for Chadwick. We all love him. I think his story was amazing. He was such a great guy. From what I've heard,
Right.
I don't know personally. However, how many Batmans did that? Like, move on. We gotta move on. We gotta move on. You know what I'm saying? So that legacy will always be there. It's never be undone. And never be undone.
Right.
But we have to move on.
I mean, like as for Chadwick himself, he played great roles. He set the bar high for actors. Like if you look at his career, he only played roles that made black people look good. Like,
yeah,
and I respect that.
Yeah.
I respect that. But but we just can't just stop that movement because of that. Because we still need movies like that.
Right.
And there's like 10 billion other actors like that. That's gonna give us the same thing. Can't give him, but that's gonna give us the same feel and the same thought process. Right. You feel what I'm saying?
I need us to stick with the Black Panther and not go to the Shuri route, because the main person that you have done wrong in the Fox properties has been Storm. So how in the how?
I need that story. I need the Black Panther.
I need that story.
I need that story too.
So you can't get that if Black Panther is Shuri and we're going in that direction. You know what I'm saying? Like, you really can't. You can't get that story, and we
can't have X-Men come and Black Panther exist and we not put that story together.
That's all I'm saying.
If you was in the room with me, I get you.
You feel me? That's all I'm saying. Because here's the thing: you have done Storm wrong, completely wrong. First of all, Halle Berry, you sit your mixed self down somewhere, because in X2, you tried to put on the accent and it was horrible. Alexandria Shipp, we have not forgotten about the Aaliyah thing, so you already wrong for that. That was horrible. Ma'am, your track record was speak for itself. It needs to be an unknown 5'11", tall, chocolate, Amazonian goddess who probably doesn't mind a little bit of nudity because Storm was a nudist, but all of these things have to happen. They must. I'm just saying.
Okay. I'm sorry. I'm trying to picture and who this lady is, but she doesn't exist yet. You say she's unknown, so I don't know who she is. But okay.
I mean, well, you know what? And there's actually a YouTuber, and I wish I could remember his name right now, and it just escapes me. But he actually did a list of people, you know what I'm saying to you, that were that look like they could go in the direction of being Storm. And I need this because I am tired of you people messing up Storm. Like, you cannot do this. White America, y'all got to stop it. Because you do a light-skinned version of Storm without an accent. First of all, I'm sorry, Bryan, I have to say it like this because it's in my spirit.
Look,
my bitch is an omega. My bitch is an omega level mutant. You will not disrespect her name as an omega level fucking mutant. Sorry, my bad. Okay, I'm not doing this.
It's getting more and more. It's getting more and more.
I can't. I cannot. I'm mad. I don't like people today. It's a thing. It's a thing. Don't hate on me. It's just a thing.
I picked the right day. To be here.
You did. You picked up. I haven't been amped on the show like this in God knows how long. So you got music. Let's talk there. Let's change gears because
sure.
I don't know anymore. All right, so how many albums do you? I feel like there's so much music. Where's all this music from? How many albums are we looking at right now?
I got 4 albums, an EP, 2 mixtapes. 2 group albums, so I'm at like 9.
It's too much work for me. I'm tired already.
I mean, I used to be a hard worker, and then Rona came. No,
right? Exactly.
Yeah,
all of that happens from time to time. So, what kind of sound are we going to get from this new album?
Okay, I ain't even getting to the new album yet. Like I'm still promoting For All Seasons right now. Can we talk about that for a couple?
Okay.
For All
Okay.
Seasons is, for anybody who doesn't know, it's basically a 5-song EP. Each song is dedicated to each one of my children. I had 5 children. At the time when I started writing it, I had 4. So that's how we wound up being For All Seasons. And then with the 4 kids, they were all born in a different season. So that's why each song has some song title is summer, winter, spring, fall. I mean autumn.
You had to think. Yeah, you had to think about your seasons. It was like, which one?
I mean, well, because the problem is because I called it autumn, and I don't really call it that. It's like it was a play on words. Is on the song, like there's a video for it for autumn. It's it says I will never fall. So I use that fall as a, you know what I mean, I play on words to autumn. You know what I mean? But so yeah, like I said, all of them, each individual song is an individual track dedicated to each child, all my children, all 5 of them. I'm tired. And that's out now streaming networks.
Again, you were lucky that this is the tame Troy, because what I would have said would have been something completely different. But 5.
I have a few ideas of what that could have went.
Oh, it would have. Believe you me. But just let all that go. Just let all that go. But yeah, no, I love the thought process of For All Seasons, and it's the play on words, and there are a lot of definitely great double entendres in your music. Was this idea already thought? Of course, you had the 4 children. Yes.
Well, I had the idea with 4 children, and then my wife got pregnant, and I was like, if I'm going to do this,
how that happened
now. So actually so I did one song, per season, 4 kids per season, and then last song's called Surprise. You know what I mean? Because wow, where this come from? And that's my last daughter.
Got you. Congratulations on all of your children, by the way.
Thank you. I appreciate it. You can babysit sometimes.
The devil's a lie. Me and kids last for like 45 minutes. Okay, 45 exact minutes.
You said 45 on the money though. So if I come back at 46, it's over, huh?
If you come back at 46, they're all outside. They're on the porch, waiting
and not being watched. Before
I gave you what I gave you. I gave you 45 minutes. That's it. That's all I got. That's all I got.
When I drop him off, I'm gonna put him with. I'm gonna get you a ring, so at least I can see him on the porch.
That's it. And talk to them. I'll be on my way when? Hopefully in 47 minutes, because the doors are locked.
Go push them on the porch.
No pushing. No.
Escort. Go ahead.
No, just slightly.
My wife just said it's not even a movie date.
It's not. It's definitely not.
That's a
matter. That's all you get. That's all you get. I didn't ask for this, and neither did they. So
I take it.
So explain to me about Beat Boys music and what that is, who's involved, and how did that come about?
He's got all types of good questions.
And I put them all in one to make life easy. Shoot.
I like that. All right, so pull up. You said who's Beat Boys music? Who's involved? What's involved? Then that was all right. Beat Boys music is a production team that consists of myself and my brother Jay Grizz. So we both producers. We produce together sometimes. We produce separately, but all in all, we're a production team. We selling you beats. We usually do a good chunk of the beats on my album. For All Seasons, we did all the beats between one of us. We did all the beats for that, and most of this next album, we didn't get into that.
Right.
Yeah, I think that sums us up. You can find us at beatboysmusic.com right now.
That was actually the next question, but good stuff. Yes, make the plugs. Put the plugs in now. Yes,
let's get them.
Speaking of, let's plug
at Bryan. Let's plug at Jay Grizz Beat Boys Music. On Instagram.
There you go. And in addition, there is also a clothing company
Yes.
called BLCC.
Oh, this is not the right hat. I don't have the right hat on. But
Sir, do you see what happens? You should always wear the merchandise.
I mean, this is the Beat Boys music hat. I'm sorry, I was a producer to that.
Okay.
BLCC.
Oh, I like that.
Don't just be.
Okay.
We're about to do a new hat. This was the 2020 hat. We're about to do a 2021 hat, which will be available soon. The whole concept of the brand BLCC is Be Lyrical Clothing Company.
Ooh.
Extension of myself. Basically the slogans don't just be regular, like do more. Whatever you are, you can take it a step further. I mean, if you're making a little money, make more. If you're just working a job, be the manager. If you be the manager, own your own business. Like, just don't just be crazy. So that's the whole concept behind the brand.
And in addition, one of the hats should be in my mailbox. So therefore, that's all I'm saying. Like one of the hats be in my mailbox. Okay.
Let's see what we can do. Let's talk about that.
Be in my mailbox. Okay.
I like the way that sounds.
Right. That's all I'm asking.
Then it would be on your head during the podcast. I think you got to try.
And I would be. Oh no, I will. Today is I ain't want to show you what this hat was. So it will be on my head. If you send me merch, I shall wear it.
Sound like a good idea.
I'm the wear merch king. You lucky. You some stuff around.
He's like, you got some stuff, huh?
It's always something. I
walked off camera. You stayed on camera. See, you're a gentleman to the
well, here's the thing. I feel like your room has more space because clearly this room ain't but so big. So clearly, if I looked over there, it ain't but so much.
Look, we can't tell from there. We can't tell.
Right, exactly. So then you have now delved into the YouTube pond. And you also have a show called Everyday Kicks with Bryan Lyrics. How did this show come about and why?
It's about tennis shoes, as you can tell. I'm kind of cheap. Yeah. I'm kind of cheap when it comes to like fashion and stuff like that. I like to be fly, but I'm not very expensive. So I mean, I'm at a point where I want to be cheap, but I want to be fly. So now I started the show basically not because I want to promote all the newest trends and the newest shoes and nothing like that. I want to show people that they can be fly and not spend $700 on their shoes. The most I do on a shoe is like $200.
Is that a thing? Huh? Is that a thing? You can be fly and not spend $700? That happens?
People they do this. Like, all right, I told you when you asked me about YouTube, TV shows and stuff. I watch a bunch of YouTube shows and they put all the shoes, they talk about all the new shoes that come out. And when the shoe comes out, the resellers come back and then next thing you know, they all like $700. So it's $300, $400. So I try to get you shoes. It's like pretty much no more than I would pay. No more than I would pay, which is like probably about $200 and down. So I've sold shoes from as low as like $50 to as high as, like I said, $200. And I kind of, try to stick in that range because I want people be able to find some fly stuff. And I try to put them out when the price is like that. Resale market for tennis shoes, it just goes crazy. But so I guess a lot of the times I like to call them the sleeper shoes, like the ones that everybody wasn't jumping on real fast. So the prices like stayed at a pretty decent price. Right. So that's what that's about. I try to put that out every Saturday. It at least comes out once a week if I don't meet my Saturday. But and that's what I do. I talk about sometimes I tell you the goods and bads about the ones pretty much I catch up. I get for the most part, but then I sometimes borrow shoes from other people, talk about those two, how I feel about them.
Gotcha. I subscribed. I loved it. I think it was awesome. I was like, oh, this is definitely an amazing lane. And I think as an artist, you should always have multiple lanes and do multiple things. So I appreciate it. I'm tired watching all of y'all. I'm ready to go. I need a nap.
Well, thank you for watching. I threw a little side piece in there, because I'm always, thinking about the music always comes first to me. So I mean, when you watch and you hear the beats in the background, that's usually a Beat Boys music beat playing in the background. Well, so far so
Gotcha.
good. It's only been ours, but um,
Gotcha.
maybe I start branching out to other producers and stuff like that. See if how that works out. But
And you know what?
yeah,
You know
tell
what's
your
crazy?
tell
It's
your
funny.
other people.
Yeah,
I was
no.
gonna say,
What was gonna my bad. My bad. Go ahead, Brian. My bad.
look, tell the rappers to come by. Look, find themselves a pair of shoes, buy themselves a beat. Two birds, one stone.
These are things. What I was going to say was you and I are equally on the same page because shout out to Obstacle Beats and FDA Kenny
Yeah.
because they supply me with beats every week for the podcast. Yes, the podcast has been down for a little while. There's going to be some revamping, some other changing, but that's my plug while I'm plugging doing what I do when I do what I do. However, it is about you. Let me ask you a really good question. When you think about success, who comes to mind and what is the value of success for you?
Who comes to mind? I'm not sure if there's any particular person because like success is a lot of gray area in success. I've had to learn
Mhm.
that, being a 37-year-old rapper that's not multi-platinum, like that there's levels to this. So it's like you can have success with filling a whole room out with people and all of them come to you and say, yo, this is the greatest thing I've ever seen, and you make really great music. Or you can have success and have a bunch of money in your pocket. So I
Mhm.
mean, success is like it's my version of success is just being happy doing whatever you do in life.
Right.
So I mean,
Right.
yes, you can have $1 million in the bank. That's cool. Money don't make you happy. This is a bunch of millionaires that commit suicide because it don't make you happy. So I mean,
Mhm.
just doing what you love consistently and with no regrets is
Mhm.
success.
Mhm.
And
Absolutely.
I think that's what I do.
There you go. Okay, so if you had a bucket list, what would be one thing that you would need to do on your bucket list, or have you accomplished the one thing on your bucket list?
Um, if I had a bucket list, one good thing. I don't know. I think my bucket list. I see. It would be definitely to perform in more places.
Mhm.
If
Mhm.
I can if that's like small enough. I want to be able to hit. I've only been in maybe 5 or 6 different states performing.
Mhm.
There's
Mhm.
50 of them. There's different countries. I mean, so
Okay,
I mean, I go
if you
across.
could pick a country, where would you go?
If I perform, pick a country, you know, off the top of my head randomly, because I never thought of that too much. I think it was somewhere like Japan or something like that. Because I know in Japan they have a incredible hip hop scene and they
They do.
love hip hop.
They
Like
do.
they definitely have a mean hip hop scene.
Let me
They
tell you
listen.
something.
I don't know how much of the English they know, but they definitely be rocking out
It don't matter. They in Japan listen to the 90s
English hip hop.
hip hop, but they do not they don't even care about none of the I mean, some of the younger generation like some of the newer stuff, but the vast majority of stuff that I've always heard from people that have gone over that they like that hardcore underground soulful lyrical kind of hip hop stuff. So yeah,
Right.
I mean, they got K-pop and all that good stuff over there too, which don't sleep
That's
on
new.
K-pop.
That's new
It's,
stuff.
it's something. Speaking of which, my favorite group right now, there's a duo that I'm listening to. You have to. It is good. I love it. They're called Manila Gray. My wife turned me on to it, and I love this group. And I don't think they might be from the Philippines, but they are dope. They are a dope group. So check them out. Um, let's
I'm
find
writing
out.
down as you said.
Yeah, Manila Gray. They are awesome. What is something that you do that most people don't do and you may think is a little strange?
What?
Something that you do that everybody don't really do like that, but it might be a little strange.
I don't know.
Like, let me see. Was there? You know what? In turn, I'm not even going to leave you out on a limb. I'm going to think, is there anything that I do in particular that is a little strange? Well, I used to. I used to put ketchup in my macaroni and cheese. Don't judge me. Okay, it was
Okay.
delicious. Okay,
I think
it was delicious.
it's probably not as bad, but
Mhm.
I can't go to bed without eating a bowl of cereal at like midnight every night. Doesn't matter what time I go to bed.
Go.
I think that may be one of those things. I eat cereal
Yeah,
literally every single day, and it's usually right before bed. In
yeah.
fact, I think during
Or
cereal time.
I'm sorry. You know, when you get old and have 5 kids, you got to rock with your cereal time and get your cereal time together.
It's
But
gotta have some time when
but
there's
you know
no
what?
kids around eating.
Right. Because then kids ask for the cereal. That's a lot. Like I
Don't
got
even
my own bowl.
right.
You don't even you don't want this. You don't want this. This is
I gotta
this
buy
is
old
this
man.
is
I gotta buy old man cereal just so they won't eat honey bunches of oats.
like this
Something
is
without
raisin
sugar in it.
bran. Right. This is raisin bran. You don't want this. You do not.
Exactly. Just to keep my own bowl.
Oh my gosh, that's a damn shame. What is
Crazy
speaking of
question.
which, what is a guilty pleasure of yours? Food, whatever.
The ice cream that comes in a hair gel, Joe.
Oh wait, you talking about the ones wait a minute, it's what is it called there? I just forgot. It's is it like the Talanis or whatever?
Something crazy like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, something crazy like that. Where so
Like I
let me
have a
tell you
small
something.
obsession with those.
Yo, not a small one, huge one.
That's the only thing that would not be the cereal. It'll be that instead.
Yo, the 5 layer joint with the cheesecake and the raspberry.
I
Bruh.
don't think there's a
Yes.
flavor that I
Talati.
don't
Yes,
like.
Talati.
I don't think there's one
Oh,
flavor I don't like.
yo, when
Talani.
I tell you, I literally so recently I've been losing weight. I've lost 20 pounds. Over. A little bit
Congratulations.
over. Thank you. Uh that right there is the devil.
It will bring
Okay.
it
Because
back.
it's so good, but the sugar content be so high. I'd be like,
Look,
mm,
although I
yeah,
should be on my weight, I don't be watching calories. I watch them calories go right in my mouth, and they might sit around
bruh.
here somewhere.
So here's the thing: you and I are gentlemen of the same age, literally. When's your birthday?
July 24th. Oh,
So
86.
you're ready to fight. So you're ready to fight right now, is what you're saying to me.
What I
So
do?
my birthday is July 27th. So what you trying to say? What's good?
I got you by like 3 days.
3 days? 3 days, son? That's what's up. That's why that might be why I like you.
I
That
was
might be why I
already
like
learning how to use the battle. You tell me you're a Leo, king of the jungle.
Wow. Wow. Okay. But anyway, no, as being men of a particular age, like you have to oh my God, watch it. It is ridiculous. Like, so my goal that I put out there recently for myself, and I haven't really said this to anybody, so I'm saying it now for the first time. I have cut out red meat. I stopped eating pork. I cut down my carbohydrates. I drank a lot of water, and I cut out my sugar, cut down my sugars because I'm not even gonna sit here and lie to nobody. Okay, cut down the
Okay.
sugars. And months, I really lost. I lost that 20 pounds with it back in again, and so now I'm trying to kick my body back into overdrive. I understand. I'm not going to look. First of all, I don't want to look like I did when I was a teenager. That was sickly. Somebody should have said something.
Oh, indeed.
But it's really bad. But I
I
definitely
seen some pictures of me, and it was scary.
I was like, yo, where is the muscle? It's a lot. It's a lot. Um, so what is the best advice that you would give someone who's one trying to start a YouTube page, trying to start a production company, wants to be an artist? Like, what's the best advice that you could give them? And because you know it's always two-part questions, what was the best advice that you were ever given?
I think the best advice that I would give, and the best advice that I was given, would be the same advice.
Mm-hmm.
Do it. Don't wait. Don't
Right.
wait. Don't wait on nobody to show you no stuff. Go learn it. YouTube University is there. Go learn it yourself.
It is.
If
That's how I
if
got here.
that's how you got here.
That's how I got here.
Look,
Yeah.
I think I've learned everything you see me do. For the most part, I do it myself. And whether it's great looking or okay looking, I've done myself. The music, I've been engineering my own self since I actually went to school for that. So I've been engineering myself the whole time. The pod, not the podcast, the YouTube series. I picked up a camera. I bought a camera, started filming it, learned how to do the video program. YouTube University. My wife has a lot to do with that. She's always my camera person. If I don't say that, I think she's watching right now. She's probably gonna cuss me out, or it's gonna show up on your screen. But she's using my
can't wait for that. Come on,
right.
Ebony. Can't wait for
it. Only thing I really didn't learn how to do is be a camera person. That's because she likes to take pictures and stuff like that. But I'm mean on that cell phone camera though.
Exactly.
Like I said, go do it. Don't wait. Just don't wait. Learn what you need to learn and go do what you want to do. That's my advice for not only the things you ask for the question, but life. Just do it.
Yeah. You know what? It's funny. It's funny that you say that because again, I guess today I'm at a point of recalibrating myself. But I 100%. I think when we first met, out of the blue, my algorithm started coming up, and I was like, "Oh, I like him. He dope." All right, and then remember I hit you, and you was like, "Yeah, for sure, absolutely," and I was like, "All right, cool." When I started doing podcasting and all of these things, it just was like, hey, real quick, this is what I'm trying to do. Anybody down? You good? Let's go. Let's do it. And everybody started responding. So yeah, just do it like Nike is really a
just
thing.
do it like Nike said. And it works. I mean, it don't always work the way you may vision it, but if it's working, it's working.
Oh, for sure. You know what?
You might have a goal, if it's working, it's working.
Right, you're right for sure. Like I think it comes to a moment where sometimes you get a little frustrated, you get a little flustered, but you like, look, if I keep going, somebody will like it, and I have to remember sometimes you only plan for those people that originally click subscribe. So
right. And one good piece of advice: don't watch nobody else. And like if you sit there and you see somebody doing what you're doing, and they may get more viewers or something like that. People might talk about it. People might share it more. If you're watching stuff like that, and you can and even thinking about it too much, it'll hurt your feelings, and then it'll hinder you or make you want to quit. Don't watch nobody else. Just watch yourself. Look in the mirror. Make the mirror your competition.
Exactly. And that's probably why I always look at myself when I'm on the camera instead of looking at the actual camera. That's the whole thing. Don't judge me. So if you would like to collab with anybody, who would it be?
You mean like Young Smooth?
Oh, okay. Oh, you know what? Thank you. You're right. Yeah, that kid nice. I fought with him. Oh no, you're right.
I think the one person I would probably want to work with industry wise would probably be like it's gonna be a big name, like a Kendrick Lamar. I like that dude.
Kendrick
is his creativity, the way he can be like 50 different rappers in one person is like it's really good, cool for me. And if they line about his album dropping on the 7th, I'm just gonna like go to TV studios and just like break everybody up.
I don't know because you know what, I would hate for him to pull a Rihanna though, because Rihanna is loving trolling fans at this point. Rihanna's like, look, hey,
Rihanna can troll, maybe, but your record label ain't supposed to troll for you. That's not how it works.
That is hilarious. I think that is funny. She like, oh, y'all, you know what? Might put out an album. Psych. Like what? Who
right. Who's now Rock Nation do that? Now I have a problem.
Right. Like, how does that work? But yeah, no, I think that Kendrick is an amazing artist, and I don't want us to get him too flustered. You know what I'm saying? Too, because then that goes back to that conversation that we had about Logic. When we get the like, yo, why do you think we've never gotten the Andre like project, man, Andre 3000 like project like that?
I've been just like listening to some of his later interviews and stuff, and he's really again, you follow me around. That was watching something, but he's like he says he's like been depressed and he don't think he can really match what he did before, and That's when that conversation changed a little bit. Your only competition is you. Maybe you should stop competing with yourself. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I wouldn't
Right.
know what kind of music he would put out anymore now. Like his last album was officially um the Love Below, and
Just
that
speak about
wasn't
Send Love Below, right? Right.
it wasn't even a rap album. Like he ain't even rap no more since then. And then he dropped all these crazy singles, featuring people like
Right.
spitting the hardest bars ever. And then he turns
Yeah.
around in his head and be like, "Yeah, I can't be the guy that I was before. I can't be that great anymore. They ain't playing flutes and freaking airports and stuff."
I'm not
But
mad at that. I'm not mad at any of that.
I ain't mad at it.
But
But
the,
it makes me wonder what kind of album we gonna drop if he drop one.
I think I like about Andre in general is, well, no, with a lot of artists, which you really don't realize, some of your favorites that created and shaped the landscape are introverted as hell. Like he's very introverted. Missy is very introverted. Like
Yeah.
when I found out that I forgot what I was watching. I was watching something and she was on it. Missy was like, Timberland has never seen me record.
What?
Wow. Nope. She said that Timberland has never seen her
Somewhere between
record.
7 and 10 albums, and he never seen her record. Who's in
Never
recording?
seen her.
Who
Nobody.
pushed the button for?
She does.
Oh,
She does.
somebody got a studio. They probably had a mouse pad
Oh
in the
yeah.
back. And she was with herself.
She do it herself. She'll submit it, but he's never actually seen her record. Yeah, he's seen her perform, yes, because that's part of the job. But the physical aspect of actually recording, he's never actually seen her record.
Well, I think just adding on what you said, I think like most artists, or at least like the introverted artists, I'm one of those introverted artists. I think they are like what Beyonce said when she dropped the Sauce of Fierce album. She said like, when I'm chilling, I'm Beyonce. When I get on the stage, I'm Sauce of Fierce. So that's why some of these introverted artists are able to just jump over the stage and be like giving you incredibleness, and then you go back and hide in a little hole somewhere. Like I said, I'm one of them. Like if you ever catch me at a show, got some coming. If you ever catch me at a show, right, you'll see me rock on the stage, right? And I might walk through the audience just to get some decks or whatever. Like, yeah, you did a good job, try to get a little bit of extra. Not like, oh yeah, buy this album or check this out, check that out. But then I'm back in the corner somewhere, like trying to make myself get out the corner and be more, extroverted, just so I can have more people speaking.
It's weird because I agree with that, but I think it's in reverse for me, which is so weird. So it's like I'm very quiet in the beginning, then I get on stage and all of that energy is exuded. And once I'm there and I'm good with you. Adapt you up. If you came specifically for me, or you like what I do, I'll take pictures, I do all of those things. Right. But I've never got, that's because my adrenaline is rushed. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But I've never gotten to a point where it's been like my adrenaline rushed and then I just turn it off or turn it down. Like I could never turn it down.
I can't turn it. Well, I can, but then it won't. People won't really let me. I can turn it down mentally, but then people don't let me because they'll come. It's like, yo, I like to out, but that's when I was like, I gotta change my brain pattern. It's like, okay, you gotta speak, you gotta get into the groove, and just like, I mean, you gotta speak with the people. That's the only way you're gonna really get them to turn around and purchase later on.
For sure.
But it's weird, but it's me.
And there's nothing wrong with that. So what are some of the things that you have coming up at this point?
All right. I had to write a list.
All right.
I got things that's going on right now, right? First of all, Wisdom Court, Billy Live. Most people know this guy. He's like one of the he's dope right now. He's definitely holding down the scene in Baltimore. He's helped me with a pop-up shop. And it's gonna be an old AO boutique in Baltimore. That's coming that's the 14th.
Okay.
That's the 14th coming up. I forgot to write the date down. All right, of course I got the album out. My man SB, he has a cipher out. I'm on that. That's out right now on YouTube. And you can follow my page at Bryan Lyrics. BRYN lyrics, like the word of a song. You can find all this stuff, right? But then I got my man Mike Ruckers. He got his hierarchies video. We're gonna start recording that tomorrow. And my man KC Lazarus, another artist from Baltimore, he got a song called Dream Catchers, and he's about to drop that within the next couple weeks. everything that's going on right now that's about to drop.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, I'm
And
trying to work.
are we going to get any new episodes for the YouTube show?
That's on the way. I was supposed to be recording that tonight. Maybe I will still.
I'm so
But
sorry. I'm so sorry.
no, this is definitely more important right now. This is definitely more important right now. But
I
yes, we will be
appreciate it.
having new episodes. I think the next episode is gonna be a pair of shoes that I just like recently like did a post on, which is the Grand Hills. I usually keep the episodes a secret until it drops.
Ooh.
But
Ooh.
there was a pair of shoes that I had back in the day, and it's like I've been trying to find them for years, and I finally got my hands on them, and I love them. So I'm probably gonna like that's probably gonna be like the next episode. But it should be up about a weekend.
And you know what? This is a good question. When did your obsession with shoes start?
Um, I kind of always had it, but I didn't
Mm.
always have it. I mean, parents wouldn't always buy them and everything. So it was like I always had this thing that I always had to have at least two pairs of shoes, one pair of blacks, one pair of whites, because I like, just, they match everything. And then I guess as time progressed, money started coming around. I could start buying stuff. Then it was like, yeah, I'm gonna buy all types of shoes. And then I just recently, like within the last 2 years, started like becoming like more of a sneakerhead, learning about the older shoes and what's popping and what's not popping, what's classic, what's not classic. So I mean, I guess within the last 2 years when the real obsession came in, I don't want to call it
Right.
that. My wife's listening.
Let me tell you something.
They're trying to
Sometimes
get
like,
me in trouble.
no, I ain't go. All right, then I'm gonna throw myself out there because there'll be times I got to sneak a shoe into the house myself. I'm just saying. But somebody just bought some Jordans recently, but she trying to sell them. No, but I get it. But I'm just saying, just
But I mean, as in, like you said with the assessment, but like even with the show though, like I said, I try to be as moderate as possible with the pricing. You know what I mean? So I can have 22 billion pairs of shoes that be fly scrap, but at the same time, I can still live here.
these are also things. These are also things because you see the electricity that's working right now.
It's working.
I pay that. You know what I'm saying to you? Bob, but it's Shirley. No, old reference. Nobody knows it. Nobody gets it. All right. So, Bryan, where can they find you?
At Bryan Lyrics everywhere. Bryan Lyrics like the word of the song. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, everywhere.
I love when black folks make it easy. Okay. Make
like
it
nobody wanted my name, so I mean it made it easy. I didn't have to make the old ones and underscore 6 and stuff. Just add Bryan Lyrics.
Exactly. Well, it has been an absolute pleasure. Stay on. I'm gonna drop you down. I'm gonna end out the show, and then we're gonna chop it up for a quick second.
All right, cool. Thank you. I appreciate you inviting me here today.
You're welcome. Absolutely. All right, hold on. All right. So once again, the kid killed it. We got another great interview in the books. I appreciate all of y'all love and support. So maybe changing the time frame on doing these shows. Not sure yet, but we still got a couple more special guests come. Got some other stuff rescheduling, and then I'm going to take a small break and come back with it. But you'll see it. You'll definitely see it. And then in addition, I think that's pretty much it. Oh, the new episode of the podcast will be coming very, very soon. We'll probably do it within the top or middle of next week. So that will be coming. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. Now, you just kicked it with Young Smooth, and did you feel better about it? I know you do. All right, y'all. I will see y'all next week. I appreciate y'all. Peace.